Hey Adam, how you doing? You doing okay? I've got a story for you. I'm going to read you this story if you like. This is, as you know, Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Now, for you, I'm going to go ahead and take the paper off if it bothers you. Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Here we go. This is a library book and it's due soon. Where the Wild Things Are. Where the Wild Things Are. Monsters. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew, and grew, and grew, until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And he came to the place where the wild things are. They roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Look at those wild things. And Max said, "Be still," and he tamed them all with a magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Da-da-da-dum, wild thing. Da-da-da-dum, you make my heart sing. Da-da-da-dum, wild thing. Da-da-da-dum, you make my heart sing. Da-da-da-dum, you make everything groovy. Wild thing. Wild thing, I think I love you. "Now stop," said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And there they are, going to sleep without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then, all around, from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being the king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up, we love you so." And Max said no. And the wild things roared their terrible roars, rawr, and gnashed their terrible teeth, rawr, 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 and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. he sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. That was Max and the Wild Things.